evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Sports Tonight. This is the last edition of Sports Tonight for the week. It's a Friday night, and we're happy to be here to do what we love to do, which is to talk sports and take you on an exciting trip around the world. Thank you once again for joining us. My name is Tonight Prt. I really appreciate the opportunity you've given unto us tonight to just walk into your homes and, of course, share what we've packed into this edition of the show for you. Let me just start the show tonight by introducing to you Saeed Abbas, who is here as well. Saeed, good to have you on Sports Tonight.
Yeah, it's a pleasure being here once again. We start together to.
It's a long time. It's a long time, but it's good to be here once again.
Yeah, it's nice having you around again once again, talking sports this beautiful Friday.
Okay, that's it. We will be talking a lot tonight, really, on a whole lot of issues. Of course, being a Friday, you would expect us to preview the domestic scene, and we'll be doing a lot of it on the program tonight. We'll be talking extensively about the Globe Premier League March Day 14 games will be played this weekend. We will also, of course, be talking about the Nigeria National League. After this week's rounds of games, the Nigeria National League will be going on break. Hopefully on the show tonight, we'll be speaking to the chairman of the board of the Nigeria National League, Emeka Nyama, just to share with us what the challenges have been for him in this first round of the season. Of course, on the program tonight, we will go down to the lowest level of club football in Nigeria, which is the Amateur League. We don't call it Amateur League anymore. We call it the Nationwide League. I'll be serving you some of the results of games played at that level on the program tonight as well. Of course, we will touch up on the FIFA Women's World Cup as we speak. Quarter-final matches are going on as we speak, so we'll try to update you with some of the results and, of course, tell you about some of those games as we go on the show tonight. Let me also tell you that we have Tunde Ogunshiku, who will be coming in later on the show. Tunde has a whole lot for us in chess on the show tonight, a lot, and he'll be talking to us about chess in school. Chess in schools. We'll be talking to us as well about some invitational tournaments like the one that will be taking place in Côte d'Ivoire and a whole lot on the program tonight. So for those of you who are lovers of chess, just get ready. Today we'll be serving you a whole lot on the program tonight. So that's how that will go. We also have a very special guest in the house, a very unique Nigerian, somebody who is doing so much to promote his heritage. He will be joining us on the show tonight. He's a very special kind of person. We've spoken about him so many times on this show. I don't feel like letting the cat out of the bag just yet. I want him to just walk in to the studios like a surprise for you. So let me keep that as a little secret. I'll keep it until he walks in, and then you'll get to meet my special guest as well on the program this Friday. Just something for you to unwind and loosen up a little bit. It's a Friday, something to get you ready for the weekend, all right? So that's essentially all that I'll be doing on the program tonight. A little bit of Copa America as well will also be on the show. We're down to the business end of Copa America. We'll be giving you some highlights as well of all of that on the program tonight. But let's start off the show now very quickly by telling you how key you are to all that we're doing. By now you know that this show will not be complete without you. This show will be absolutely nothing without feedback from you because you have a huge role to play in all that we're doing in shaping the future of sports in Nigeria. And that's why we want you to give us your thoughts, your opinion, your reaction, your ideas, what you feel will be the way forward. Recommend to us and tell us exactly what you think should be the way forward. As we discuss these issues, give us your thoughts, give us your opinion, and you can make that possible through what you're seeing on your screen on Facebook, on Twitter. We will try to read as many of your comments as we can on the show tonight. So we want you to talk to us via those platforms. And if you go onto the website, www.channelstv.com, you can also view us on YouTube. .com/channelsweb. watch us real time. It's streaming seamlessly on YouTube, so you can follow. And if you want to watch on your iPad, your iPhone, your BlackBerry, just click on m.channelstv.com and you are able to watch us live as well. You could also download the Channels app for Android, iOS, or Windows from their respective stores as well, and be able to just carry with you channels wherever you go, and you are able to also contribute to discuss all the issues as we raise them on the program tonight. All right, so that's just the setting that we want to tell you about. Don't forget that as you send your comments on those platforms all across the globe, real time, online, wherever you're watching us from, just include your name and where you are viewing us from, so that we can appreciate you even more on the show tonight. Okay, I think that settles it for the feedback on Sports Tonight this Friday. Okay, let's begin to take a look at our issues one after the other, and I think we should start from, let's start from Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt is bringing us a lot of good news in the last couple of days, so let's stick to Port Harcourt and see what's going on in Port Harcourt. We spoke about it a few days ago. The Nigerian Football Federation have announced that the Dream Team and then the Super Falcons will be playing their Olympic Games qualifiers in Port Harcourt, and that will be next month, the 18th and the 19th of July. The girls will be playing on the 18th, the guys will be playing on the 19th. But what we do not know is where exactly this will be taking place. In Port Harcourt, we have 3 stadia in Port Harcourt. What you are seeing on your screen is the Liberation Stadium. And now what you are seeing there is the Adoke Amese Mecca Stadium in Port Harcourt. Adoke Amese Mecca Stadium is 40,000 capacity stadium. It's brand new. You can see it on your screen. Grass pitch. But we are told that there are still a few things to be done on that stadium to make it really ready. And then what you're seeing there is the Sharks Stadium. That's a small pitch, artificial turf. And then the Liberation Stadium is what you're seeing again right there. That's where Dolphins play their games in the Globe Premier League. What we do not know is where those games will be played in Port Harcourt. We know the NFF have announced that the games will be played in Port Harcourt, but we don't know which of the 3 stadia will be hosting those Olympic Games qualifiers next month. But then what is the Rivers State government doing? We are told that today, Governor Wesam Wike of Rivers today inaugurated a committee, 11-man committee, headed by a former Commissioner of Sports in Rivers, Boma Iyayi, and including very illustrious sons and daughters of Rivers, like Adoke Amese Mecca, Messi Akide Udo, and a few, Albert Chinwo, and a few other ex-internationals, 11-man committee to ensure that Rivers State successfully hosts those 2 games next month, and also determine which of the 3 stadia will be hosting those games. So that's the job of the 11-man committee inaugurated today by the Rivers State Governor Wesam Wike for the games that will be taking place in July. That's next month in Port Harcourt. Once again, let me just tell you what the committee will be doing. They will, number 1, decide which of the 3 stadia will be hosting those games. I told you there are 3. There's Shark Stadium, there is the Liberation Stadium, and there is the new Adoke Amese Mecca Stadium. So they will choose which one of those 3 will be hosting the games, and then they are also to ensure that those games are hosted successfully. Well, successfully means maybe Nigeria winning convincingly those games. Well, Said, that's the story coming from Port Harcourt. Yeah. But let's talk about the Dream Team now. Coach Samson Siasia gave a Friday deadline for home-based Flying Eagles to report to camp. They met the deadline.
That is absolutely fantastic. That is the way to go about it. It shows that these guys mean business, meeting the Friday deadline. Perhaps let's hope these guys will be able to make the team, and not just make it the team, and also be able to impact very well. The games is just next month. We don't want to lose out on the Olympic ticket.
We have barely 3 weeks to the game now.
Barely 3 weeks, and we missed out on the tickets last time out. Both male and female. We don't want the same thing to happen, and it's a good thing the River State government has set up a committee, and we hope this committee will act in time, such that we'll be able to know where these games will be played, and as well win convincingly, so to speak, such that when we play the second leg, it will just be a mere formality.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. And those two games are very tricky games.
For
the girls, they are meeting Equatorial Guinea.
Of course.
Before you write off Equatorial Guinea, we need to remind you that only 2 countries have won the African Women Championship title in the history of the competition, and it's Nigeria and Equatorial Guinea. Yeah. They've won it twice. The 2 times Nigeria failed to win it, Equatorial Guinea won it. They are a very, very good side when it comes to the women's game, so we can't take them for granted.
At all, we cannot take them for granted.
And of course, for the Dream Team, they are going to be playing Congo. And before you write off Congo, Congo are coached by Claude Leroy, a veteran of the African game, is a Frenchman, and guess what? They knocked out Ghana in the last round. So they are high on confidence, and they believe what they did to Ghana, maybe they will want to do to Nigeria. So
he came here a couple of months ago, Claudia.
He led Congo here to beat us.
Exactly.
Thankfully, Stephen Keshi also went to Congo and beat him. So that settles it. But then we have to be able to reproduce it, because he is in charge of their Olympic team.
Yes, of course.
He is in charge of the Olympic team.
Yeah, talking about
so there's a lot of work for us to do. We can't take this for granted.
Yeah, we have to take it one game at a time. Talking about Equatorial Guinea, they're a good side when it comes to African female football. And I just hope we're not going to underrate them. Play the game in Port Harcourt, get a decent result, and go to Equatorial Guinea and consolidate on that. And also talking about Congo, I know Sam Sisiasia, he has experience when we talk about age group competition. Took us to the Beijing Olympic in 2008, so he has a versatile experience when it comes to this, and also it took us to the finals of the Under-20 World Cup in 2005. I just hope he's going to be able to gel this Under-20 guys, and also the guys.
Some of them have been playing with the team. Xavier Godwin, for example, he's been with the team in and out. Awuni was the last time. Bernard Boboa, Musa Mohamed, Musa Abdullahi. So some of these guys, Alan Pasu, they've been in and out of the dream team, so it shouldn't be too much of a difficulty getting them to blend and
most of the guys in the dream team, they played together for a couple of years now, like 2-3 years, and I hope they'll be able to put their experience into use for the dream team and get us the tickets. But I'm very, very confident that both the male and female will get us tickets to the Olympics come next year.
All right, so that's the story around it. We wish the teams the very best of luck as they prepare for these very crucial games coming up very, very soon. And also, I think before we go on our first break, let's also use this opportunity to appeal to the Nigerian Football Federation that we are also expecting them to name the venue for the home-based Eagles when they play Burkina Faso. We have a game. They've already named the venue for the game that will be taking place in 2016. 2017 Nations Cup qualifier against Egypt in March next year will be in Kaduna. But before then, in October, we have a game against Burkina Faso. So we want the NFF to also quickly name the venue for that game so that we can begin to look forward to preparations for the home-based Eagles as well. All right, we'll just pause a little bit now, go on a quick break. When we return from the break, Sahid and I will be taking a look at the Globe Premier League Match Day 14. We'll be looking at the fixtures, and hopefully we will be going to Aqua Ibom to speak to the media officer of Aqua United. Something new is happening in Aqua United. They will be playing at the Nest of Champions. So we'll be going there to speak to the media officer of Aqua United. And then there's still a lot more that you should expect to see on the show. Join us again.